Since the first public demonstration of radio by Nikola Tesla in 1893, no one ever thought of putting the 2 hours of music together until we created reggae2reggae.com.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
On reggae2reggae.com, we encourage our listeners with an inclusive, intelligent, and innovative alternative media experience.
These words have been spoken by my master. They will come to pass. With all this injustice, this world could never live. With all this injustice, this world could never live. Oh, somehow I know things.
We're back, and it is reggae2reggae.com, and this is Celebrate Life for your Tuesday program on the 25th of the 2nd of the 14th. And we are winding down on the King's Proposal. And so we're going to be doing this little part of the King's Proposal today here on Celebrate Life. And I just want to give you a little preview of it before you listen to the King's Proposal. It says, and you will even rule over the powers of darkness, trampling them beneath your feet. Those who bless you, I will bless, but those who come against you will surely fall. So listen to the King's Proposal, and when we come back, we will show you how you can actualize this aspect of the King's Proposal. So come back.
Long before I laid the foundations of the earth, before I stretched out the canopy of heaven, I was thinking of you, and I chose you to be the object of my love. Before you ever knew me, I knew you and I loved you from the first moment of your life. My love for you has existed before time itself, and it will continue when time is no more. You are worth so much to me, and all the universe which I created. You most treasured possession. There is none like you. I left my throne in heaven just to have you. Though I was king, I was not willing to remain as king if that meant not having you by my side. Oh, my beloved, I gave up everything to have you. I cast aside my crown and removed my robe of royalty. I became nothing more than a servant among men. Because you would not come to me, I came to you. I left heaven behind and came to earth just so I could be near you. Though I was rich, I became poor. Though I was strong, I became weak like mortal man. And I did this for you. The cost I paid was great, but I have no regrets. You are worth everything I gave. You are my darling. You are my pearl of great price. One glance from you, and I am ravished by the power of love. Don't think I came to redeem you because I pity you. No. I have done what I have done because I so greatly desire you. I did not pay the ultimate price because you are worthless. I gave it all because you are priceless. And now, I offer you a king's proposal. These are the things I will give to you, if only you will agree to become my eternal bride. I promise to take from you the heavy burdens of life and clothe you with garments of praise. Once you become mine, I will never cast you out or abandon you. You will be an orphan no more. I will never leave you or forsake you. You will have a home with me forever. And I will heal your broken heart, and my anointing will break every yoke that binds you. Instead of ashes, you will wear a beautiful garland of my grace, and I will anoint your head with the oil of health and joy. I have so many plans for you, beloved, and all of them are good. I know that sin robbed you of your beauty, but my love will restore you completely. Yes, the old things will disappear, and I will make all things new for you. You will become as lovely as the moon in a procession of stars, a reflection of my love. All of your life I have been drawing you to me with cords of love. I spoke tenderly to you, calling you to come to me. Now I want to sing over you my songs of deliverance. Once you come to know how deep my love for you truly is, you will live with confidence. My love for you is perfect, and perfect love will cast out all of your fear. If you should ever lose faith in me, I will never lose faith in you. When you fail, I will be there to help you. When you fall, I will carry you. The smallest sparrow looks to me for help. Won't I care for you as well? You are worth so much more to me. Your mind will rest in perfect peace, free at last from doubt and confusion, and nothing will be able to pry you from my arms, because I will hide you in the shelter of my love. You will nestle safely beneath my wings. Those who try to harm you will answer to me, and no plan that they form against you will succeed, because I will give you the keys of my kingdom. You yourself will have the authority of my name to open and close every door before you, from east to the west, from the north to the south. Everything will be given into your hand. You can ask me anything at all, and I will give it to you if it serves my ultimate will. Yes, go ahead and ask me, and I will even give you the nations as your inheritance. And you will rule over the powers of darkness, trampling them beneath your feet. Those who bless you, I will bless. But those who come against you shall surely fall. And I will write upon you a new name for all to see. You will be called the City of God, the New Jerusalem. Kings will come from the ends of the earth just to see your beauty. And they will bring their wealth to you from the far reaches of the earth. And there you will be, sitting upon my throne, and wearing the crown of my everlasting favor for all the world to see. Beloved, I have prepared a place for you in my Father's house. I want you to be where I am. We will walk together in the cool of the day, strolling arm in arm in the garden of God, in paradise restored. And you will eat from the tree of life that is there. Can you trust the promises I make to you? My love, I am not a man that I should lie. I will watch over my word to perform it on your behalf. I will never change. I will always be the same. Yesterday, today, and forever. Oh, most beautiful one, my love, my dove, my beloved. If you will accept your king's proposal, all these great and precious promises will be yours. My bond is my word, and my covenant is sealed with my own blood, which was given to purchase you. I will love, honor, and cherish you all the days of your life. And I will be with you always, even to the end of the world. This is my proposal. What will you answer?
Are you struggling with some kind of health condition? Is it arthritis, high blood pressure, Crohn's disease, constipation, AIDS, cancer? Whatever it is, we can show you how to get your natural defenses up so that your bodies will deal with your condition. Join us as our studio audience on reggae2reggae.com when we will teach you how to celebrate every moment of your life. Call us at 336-7350 for information. Limited.
Oh my these words have been spoken by my master.
Welcome back. And here we're featuring another pair of my sunshade collection. And this time it's sort of a round lenses and supposed to be the latest thing. But you know, these things change up and down. And whether they are the latest or not, I wear them to sort of coordinate the colors with my outfit. So that's my sunshade of the day. And we are today looking at that aspect of the King's proposal, which you just listened to, that says, "And you will even rule over the powers of darkness, trampling them beneath your feet. Those who bless you, I will bless, and those who come against you shall surely fall." Now, this is not a curse. This is a result of what people choose, what you choose and what others choose in relationship to you. But it is showing you what the King proposes to give you, and you can accept it right now, not in the future, now, and access it every moment of every day of your life. So let's look at the 4 rules to celebrate life that will enable you to access these. And then we are going to work on them every day until we embrace and actualize these words. 1, know where you're going. 2, know your driver. 3, pay as you enter. And 4, enjoy the ride. And so we are looking first and know where you're going. Choose and keep choosing to rule and reign. That's the journey we are on. That's the goal. That is the objective. And so the title of today's program is Ruling and Reigning. And it's a choice. Know where you're going. Along the journey, the road to ruling and reigning. And you can actually rule and reign every moment of every day. So here we are. Know where you're going. Know who your driver is. And remember, you know, that the ruling and reigning here is not just on a physical plane. In fact, it is not on a physical plane. It is on a spiritual plane where we learn to rule over the power of darkness, trampling them beneath your feet. That's what we're doing today. And so we need to look at the nitty-gritty. This is what has been offered. But we need to look at the nitty-gritty, the different steps that we need to take to rule over the powers of darkness. And know who your driver is. Because if you know who your driver is, in fact, it's absolutely essential to have the driver. Because guess what? We have 2 drivers in this world, you know. The driver that rules over darkness and the driver that attempts to rule over light. So the driver is either the guinea dog of darkness or the guinea dog of light. And that determines whether you win and what powers you have available to you to rule over darkness. All right, so knowing your driver here is knowing that you have chosen the one who has already ruled over all the powers of darkness and trampled them under his feet, so that we can just access that. So the driver has to be your creator, right? And in the person of his son, he has vanquished death, which is the greatest enemy of darkness already for us. So we don't have to go down that road at all. We just have to go down that same road we spoke about of claiming and accessing the victory, right? Wonderful. Okay, so here we have Know Your Driver. And I'm going straight into the third segment, which says, pay as you enter. That is what we're going to use most of the show to do. You know why? Because it is the understanding and the embracing and the acting out of those principles that will give us the victory in going through this process. Because I'm here to tell you, every challenge you face is a challenge of ruling over the darkness, right? Because if you have light, then you embrace it and enjoy it. If you are not enjoying it, then there is darkness trying to overwhelm you. So we're going to use light as synonymous with life. And I want to look at several aspects of this abundant light and abundant life, which are synonymous, right? We're going to be looking at our abundant life, what I call my affirmations, right? And one of the important things that we need to do when we're looking at, we're going to pay as you enter, right? When you're looking at accessing abundant life, you need to understand that it goes along with your being aware first of the darkness, you know, the negative things around you, being aware of it, accepting it, and making a decision that this is not the way I want to go. This is what I currently experience. Because if we don't move from an acknowledgement of what is the facts, then we cannot move to an actualization of the truth. See the difference? One is an acknowledgement of the facts. This is what I see, hear, taste, and feel every day of my life. This is reality, physical reality. But what I want to do is move from that place to the place of truth, which is spiritual reality. The facts are what I see with my eyes, taste, touch, feel, smell, and hear. That is reality. Those are the facts. Do not deny them. Acknowledge them. And once you have acknowledged them, then you need to move to the place where you are transposing the facts either up into the heavenlies, or you, better still, transpose the truth from the heavenlies down and superimpose them on the facts. What does that mean? It means that if I see sickness, that's the truth. I have the pain, I know what is wrong, I know I am not well. That's reality, those are the facts. But I can superimpose on top of them the truth. What is the truth? My word is truth. And if the word says, by his stripes I am healed, then that's the truth. And if the word says that he sent his word to heal me, that's the truth. If the word says that he could do no good deed in that place because of their unbelief and their doubting, that's the truth. So where do you fall? Are you in the category of doubting, of unbelief? Where do you fall? Because based on where you fall will determine whether the truth empowers or the facts remain the same. Got that? Right. So, understanding and accepting the reality of the situation is very, very important. Because so many times we tell people, oh my dear, I'm not accepting that, I'm not receiving that, or I am not going down that road. When people come to me and say, when we get in Jamaica matter, I said, not the Jamaica I see, because guess what? I don't see mash up Jamaica, right? I see the Jamaica that was created by my creator for purpose. The Jamaica that is in our pledge, the Jamaica that is in our anthem, the Jamaica that is in our motto. So anytime there is all of this prejudice in Jamaica, which it is rife with prejudice, class prejudice, color prejudice, shade prejudice, rich and poor prejudice, uptown, downtown prejudice. Oh, it's just ridiculous. I don't look at that. I look at our motto, our anthem, and our pledge. And that is where I get my reality. That is what I live by. And anybody who lives by that, that is what you will get. So remember, it's not about what is seen physically. It is about what is understood, embraced, and actualized in the spiritual realm. It is about what we speak. You shall have what you say. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, so you have got to choose. You must choose. What am I using my mouth to create? Because that's where the creative force is. So using the truth and superimposing it on top of the facts is what will change it. And you've got to be consistent. You can't say this time, you get up this morning and say, well, I know that I'm going to be healed today, and in 2 minutes you're talking about this diabetes that will kill me. I am going to die from this condition, right? I don't think I can manage it. So learning to sort of reverse the words by the mouth. And if you slip, don't let it bother you, because we all slip. But if you slip, remember, you can just catch up back, move on ahead. That is the whole idea. A righteous man falls 7 times, but gets back up. So the difference between whether you're going to be successful or not is not about how many times you fail. It's about getting up every time you fall. We did a program a couple of days ago on when I fall, fail, or lose faith. Go back and listen to that one, man. It will really give you a good injection as to how you can succeed in the really, really dry times. So we're going for another break now, and we'll be back to continue how we go along this route to paying as you enter. So come back.
These words have been spoken by my master. They will come to pass. With all this injustice, this world could never last. Oh, somehow I know things are got to
Burn down Romana, make it burn them comana, make it burn bomb go omana, make it burn, bun. Africa we come from and reggae to reggae. Big up on yourself, see? I learn, as I would say.
Since the first public demonstration of radio by Nikola Tesla in 1893, no one ever thought of putting the 2 hours of music together until we created reggae2reggae.com.
Oh my.
Welcome back. And we are into our third segment. Why time flies when you're having fun, right? And our next segment is about really pay as you enter, but we started that segment in the last segment because we have so much to think about our contribution in this particular section. It all has to do with what we speak. Remember, we are still looking at the King's proposal here on Celebrate Life on Reggae to Reggae. And we are looking today at the subject of ruling and reigning over darkness, trampling them under our feet. And it has to do with superimposing the word over every negative situation. And now I'm going to read to you one of my lists of affirmations, which are available by just contacting us on Celebrate Life, and we can send you a copy of this. It is a series of affirmations of speaking the truth over your negative realities in order to bring them in line with the truth. Therefore, that is our way of trampling darkness, of ruling and reigning, right, over darkness, so that we can access all the promises that have been given to us. Those who bless you, I will bless. And those who come against you will surely fall. But you have to do your part. You have to make sure that you keep along the right pathway. And you also don't render evil for evil, because the issue of darkness and those around us who don't treat us right, that's not our place, because those are people who are living in darkness. And we are supposed to be bringing the light, not reinforcing the darkness. And so we recognize that this promise is based on what our Creator has already done. So we can just walk down that road without any trouble or any bad reaction to those who don't have our best interest at heart. And you know, it's not very often, it's not something that is active. It's just that they don't understand, you know. So why should you go into problems of bitterness, etc., 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 because they don't understand? That's your problem. Why make it yours? Please don't. All right. Moving right along, we are now going to look at our affirmations and how we can move from where we are to where we need to be. 1. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come to give you life and life more abundantly. And remember, we spoke about life being synonymous with light and darkness being synonymous with a separation from that light. God, who is my creator and the creator of the universe, desires to share with me the keys to experiencing the abundant life. And he has already given me the abundant life that he has already given me when he breathed into me the breath of life, and I became a living soul. Key number 1, seek me first, and all things will be added. Tithe him your time first, and all the other resources will just fall right in line afterwards. Whoops. All right, I'm more comfortable now. Okay, 1, abundant life affirmations. I experience daily abundant health so that I can carry out God's plan for my life. God's plan to prosper me and to make me successful in everything I put my hands to. He is my healer as I follow his principles for acquiring and sustaining abundant health. 2, I experience daily abundant wealth and access to every resource that God has. For it is the Lord my God who gives me health so that I can access wealth, so I can use that wealth for the expansion of the kingdom of God. I experience daily abundant peace, regardless of the abuses, the unkindness, and the misunderstanding of my family, my brothers and sisters, my boss, my colleagues, and my community members, because God's perfect peace passes all understanding. 1, 2, 3, 4. I experience daily abundant love so that I can act with loving actions to every person and every creation of God. That includes the animals and the lizards. Yes. And the persons include enemies and friends. And receive and demonstrate the same unconditional love that I received from my Father to everyone who comes into my ambit. Because daily God showers on me his love. 5, I experience daily abundant joy, which is the product of God's Spirit within me and my obedience to his word, so that daily the joy of the Lord is my strength. And no animal, no person, no environment, and no event in this universe can diminish or affect my joy. Today I have a choice to choose life or to choose death. I declare and pronounce over myself and over you that I shall choose abundant life. I have a little note at the bottom of this, and I'm going to read to you the note. The note says, isn't it strange how we believe everything that experts and researchers put on the internet, in magazines and in newspapers? But we question God's word in the Bible. We're talking about ruling and reigning. We're talking about trampling the powers of darkness under our feet, beneath our feet. And the answers are all here. The answers to how we can ascend above what we see, what we hear, what we think, what we perceive as different from what we physically see, what we taste, what we have a feeling about, what is the sum of the things that our senses put us in contact with. By the senses, I mean the 5 senses, you know. And we need to understand that movement through and beyond this realm is where real life takes place. Not on earth, because everything takes place in the heavenlies. And then it percolates down through the emotions and the relationships that we have, and then manifest in the spirit. But guess what? In the body, sorry, it manifests in the body. No, the challenge is that we need to make sure we manifest what happens in the heavenly realm and not what happens on the earthly realm. What happens on the earthly realm, as we said before, these are the facts, okay? These are the facts. We see them, we hear them. That's reality. What reality? Earthly reality. Now I tell people, I do not live in this reality. Not at all. My body is here, but I don't live here. My spirit is in the heavenly reality, which is where I operate, and so I bring down the principles of the heavenly reality to come into my present reality, which is my earth reality. And that is what I superimpose on top of my present reality in order to have abundance. So if I look in my wallet and I don't see any money, that's an earthly reality. But I can decide that I'm going to pull down the abundance that always exists in the heavenly reality and apply it by speaking it out of the mouth to my present earthly reality. And that is how you superimpose the truth of the heavenly reality on the facts of the earthly reality. And in that way, we have chosen between life and death. Power of the tongue. Whatever you have chosen to speak, you shall have. You know, the issue of chosen, I will discuss in the next segment because we are about to take a break, and it's a very important concept that a lot of people don't understand. They think that choosing happens from an outside entity. We are going to look at how you can choose to enjoy the ride in our next segment, because that is segment number 4 on Celebrate Life, and we are going to be going straight into it and showing you how to successfully enjoy the ride by understanding the concept of choosing and choice. So we'll be right back with that. So come back. Join me for Celebrate Life, where we will be looking at all the issues that you could possibly have and how you can transform them into a celebratory occasion. Celebrate Life on reggae2reggae.com. See you there.
Nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
Original.
Since the first public demonstration of radio by Nikola Tesla in 1893, no one ever thought of putting the 2 R's of music together until we created reggae2reggae.com.
So keep it tuned to reggae2reggae.com and we have more for you. Keep it locked.
These words have been spoken by my master. They will come to pass. Huh. With all this injustice, this world could never last. Oh, somehow I know things have got to.
Hi, we're back again. And we are in our last segment of Celebrate Life on reggae2reggae.com. Today we're looking at ruling and reigning. And we looked at knowing your driver, we looked at knowing where you're going, and we looked at paying as you enter. We are on to enjoying the ride because it's important for you to know that we are going down the road to trampling those powers of darkness under our feet. And now we are into the segment that says, those who bless you, I will bless. And those who come against you will surely fall. In fact, that is the segment that says, know your driver. That's the driver. He's the one who's going to bless those who bless you. He's the one who's going to make sure that those who come against you surely fall. But now you are the one who is going to experience what he has done. So the issue of blessing and falling and so on is his doing, the driver. But the experiencing and the embracing of those things is your choice. So we're looking at using choices. And I'm here to tell you, during the break, you know, my glass was full, now it's almost empty. I was having today my master cleanser, which is cane juice, lime juice, and cayenne pepper. And I'm here to tell you, boy, my housekeeper who makes it, I think her hand got away with the pepper. I see all this pepper settling in the bottom. But guess what this does? It cleanses you at the cellular level. And so it's something that I try to have every day. Wow. Yikes. It's delicious. So, master cleanser. Very, very important in the spirit realm. When you are cleansed by the master, you don't have any impurities left at the cellular level, at any level. And so the issue of cleansing, of what we call detoxing, is so very important, not just for our bodies, but more importantly for our spirits. Because if you listen to that program we did, you'll understand that everything starts at the spirit realm. Anyway, we're into the fourth segment, or last segment of this. And I am just making sure that I stop at the right time. And so we are now looking at the fact that we need to choose right. We looked at the affirmations, but we need to also understand that after you have accepted the reality of the earthly realities and then superimpose the heavenly realities on it, you've got to now choose to step out and do it. Whether you're going, what they call it, fake it until you make it, or you're going to engage the faith that you have been given and just step out in confidence. Whichever way you approach it is neither here nor there, because guess what? It's effective. The whole action is this. One, speak it. Choose to speak it. Choose to speak it. Two, choose to do it. You don't have to feel it. You don't even have to believe it. All you need to say before you do it is, Lord, I believe. Help now my the issue is one of speaking and doing, and it's a choice. It's not how you feel, it's a choice. It's the same thing like love. Love is not a how you feel response. Love is a choice that you have made to do loving acts, do what is in the best interest of the other party at all times. That's how our Creator loves us. And because He loves us and He has chosen to do what is in our best interest all the time, that's what you call unconditional love. Because with that, you're gone, dear. What do you have to worry about? All you have to choose is to receive, to accept. It's that easy. Is it? Well, it's that easy when I choose to do it. So once you understand that concept, then it always comes down to your choice. So when you fall, you get up, you do it. When you soar, you enjoy it. But when you don't soar, you get up, do it, and soar. Choices, choices, choices. Right. So, those who bless you, I will bless. Those who come against you will surely fall. That is responsibility of my Creator, not mine. That means that I must avoid anything that looks like I must bless people back because they bless me. Very important, you know. Don't bless people back because they bless you. You bless those who you are directed to bless. You know, we have a sort of a circuitous thing in this country and in every society for that matter, where, you know, we have these cartels, what I call cartels, and, you know, little cliques, and people go into these cliques, and you give me free tickets for this, and I give you free tickets for that, and I invite you to this, and you invite me to this, and it is these insidious, insular little circles. You see them gathering after different kinds of meetings. You know, you have a wonderful motivational talk about, you know, being one and unity and things like that. And then as soon as it breaks, they gather into their little cliques, where I support you and you support me. And that is it. It says, those who bless you, I will bless. Those who come against you, I will do whatever needs to be done. Your responsibility is to choose to bless those who you come into contact with equally, as directed by the Spirit that is within you. Moving right along. Moving right along. And when it comes to those who do aught against you, that's not your business either. You bless them as well. And I'm here to tell you, the only way you're going to do it successfully is to choose to do it. I can't recall the time when I just love to bless those who harm me. Cannot. Because every time I think about them, the first thing pops up. You remember what they do. And then the next thing pops up. You remember what I'm supposed to choose to do. And that's it. Choose, do it. Move along, quick, right? Because if you stop and think about what they did, you will never get to the place where you choose to bless everyone. Doesn't matter what they do, right? So, choosing is where it is at. And, you know, it's all about the fact that I just want to share with you a few. Right, I have 4 minutes left. Right. A few concepts that I wrote down when I was planning this program. It says, breaking the ties. It's all about breaking the ties with the voice of the evil one, who came to kill, steal, and destroy. Breaking the ties of the evil one who came to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Got that? It's that easy. Now, how do you break those ties? By substituting. It's the same issue of the present realities and superimposing the heavenly or spiritual realities on the temporal or physical realities. So here it is. That is the physical reality every moment of every day. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy something in my life. And so every moment of the day, I have to equally choose to superimpose the word of God on this present reality, temporal reality, and experience the spiritual reality, which I have chosen. So, and you know why? Because I know the future He has planned for me. I know the present, which is a mixed time that He has planned for me. That's a part of the future. And I want to step into it and walk in it and live in it 24/7. So having made that decision, I then make an alliance, cut the ties with that voice that comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Make a knot that cannot be broken with the voice of the Holy One of Israel, the one who has given me every answer to every question, every solution to every challenge, and every escape from every stress. And He came to give me abundant life in every area. And that is where I am walking. I ain't walking anywhere else. So I invite you to walk along that route. And remember, the choice is yours. Your Creator can't make this choice for you because that's the one thing He has given you: authority and power over yourself, over the fish of the sea, the fowl of the air, and every creeping thing that is on the earth, including you. Whether you creep, you fly, or you walk, you have authority over your own spirit. And you have to choose to superimpose the realities of the spirit realm that you want to see happening in the natural realm over the realities of the natural or physical or carnal realm. Because it's not about denial. No, sir, I'm not into denial. I am into a total acceptance of what is. But also, I have chosen to superimpose on what is the realities of the world. So I invite you, as we come to the end of our program, how time flies when you're having fun. This is a way to enjoy the ride of ruling and reigning, not with pride, not with arrogance, but the way you were made to operate by embracing what is offered to us, choosing to use what is offered to us. Because I'm telling you, in the next program, I'm going to talk about a few people. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm going to take an extra minute here. I want just to mention the issue of breaking ties with death. The one who comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Because if you keep those ties, they're going to affect your enjoyment of the ride. One, Moses, the meekest man on earth, did not break ties with anger. So much time he get angry and say, God, that's why he didn't go to the promised land. Lucifer would not break ties with pride, and therefore he went down. Judas would not break ties with greed. We know what happened to him. Let's look at Peter. He decided to break ties with rejection because he was rejected. he rejected Christ at a very pivotal time. However, we can all do the Peter thing. What is that? Choose, even after we have done it incorrectly, to turn around and decide, oh Lord, 1 John 1:9, I am sorry. Forgive me, bring me back immediately where I need to be with you. And so Peter broke ties with rejection and engaged the gaze of Jesus and embraced his voice. Breaking ties with this season of lies from the enemy is where we need to go. And so we talk a little more about that in our next segment. Not segment, our next program, which is tomorrow. See you. Have a wonderful evening. And I know I'm over time, but my producer will forgive me. Bye from Celebrate Live on Reggae to Reggae.
On reggae2reggae.com, we encourage our listeners with an inclusive, intelligent, and innovative alternative media experience.